Where am I? Right, I stood here. Alright. Good evening. So that's the switch, that's the parry. Left trigger is using things. I stopped here last time because I thought I might continue here. I cannot continue here. Well, good to know. So, I will explore where it is possible for us. And then... well, I got a bit swarmed up. I will continue exploring where possible for us. I will probably try and get as much done as is possible for me before going to the... before continuing on to the castle at the lake, where probably the next dove awaits. Well, here. Stop. So, there is an area down and then left where I may be able to continue. Up there, okay, I need thorns there, so that's a no. In that case, up to the next area. So here, which was the entrance I originally couldn't continue from. Right, it's a Veredicto area. Yeah, I couldn't continue here because of that. Hit you with fire. That actually costs a lot. Where's up? Up. Veredicto again. Ow. That hit me. That did look like it's a fake floor, a fake wall. Also, I completely forgot, and I thank Gallervolg once again for reminding me. But there is actually an area that I wanted to go to that I completely forgot, and that's the two old people in the Pass of the Embroideries. So in the first area where I fought first boss. Well, not technically the first boss. There were a few technically bosses before that. And also apparently I missed a hidden wall in the 7th tower. Which I also still want to go get, if I hadn't completely forgotten where it was. Benedict are definitely good in this area. Against the floating ghosts. The exploding ghosts. Probably not as good against this guy. Fireball. Well, you seem to have a distinct disadvantage in this area. Okay, I hate this combo of the guys I can't melee and the guy that's really strong against slow attacks. Why are there so many of these? No more prayer from you. Okay. I'm just gonna Benedict to you. You can't just cheese him with this weapon, which is kind of stupid. Right, so that requires me to be able to go through thorns, which I cannot yet do. And this... Oh, this goes to the Choir of Thorns here. Okay, that's good. However, it isn't necessarily where I wanted to go. Right, before I forget about it... Choir of Savage Tower. Which, if I saw that correctly, there's still area I haven't been to, actually. So apparently there was somewhere a hidden wall I didn't see. Does not appear to be in here. Oh. No. Aha. I should probably exchange my prayer to one that isn't fire-based. Oh wait, you go up. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have a heal here. Hate you being so slow. Aha, it's a boy! Well, thank you, Cavalborg, once again. For informing me of this. Well, you have more than enough health. Oh yeah, you're the guy I can dodge just by ducking. Well, not this time, apparently. Get me my lifesteal on. Didn't actually do that much. Right, so there were more stuff here that I didn't do. Well, that was easy. Slash. Can I kill you up there? Veredicto. You're in a really bad position, dude. Like, for me. You also didn't really do anything up there. Okay, so it was good that I came here first. These slug priests are weird. And this is all wax, right? Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna damage race you. Or not. I won. Okay, combat area. Let me actually switch my prayer to the blood miracle. Well, you are positioned in a garbage manner. Okay, first off, these two. Apparently I completely forgot how to parry that guy. Alright, what do I get? An empty receptacle. Very nice. And I think that should... No, there is another one up here. Ow. However, it is easier to just do a pre-use swap because I don't have to fight through enemies here. Well, then I should also follow the path that doesn't have enemies. General plan, I try to get to the... get through most of the exploration and go to the... was it? The castle at the lake. The mirrored castle. I also do have a bunch of wax seeds. Like, we do have a gold again. I have 3 wax seeds, which makes it a total of 5. It's down. It's here. How have I never gone there? Oh, that's just the hand portal. Well, thankfully, I don't actually need the hand portal, but the map completion is nice, I guess. Yep, still highest damage. Oh wait. Just gonna skip ya. Wax seed. That's one. Why is this child made out of wax? Wax seed number 4.
From a call upon.
And wax seed number 5. Is that all of them?
From every sea call upon them.
I don't think so. No seeds to plant. I have 5 currently, and they're in a formation as if there were a total of 6. Anything further up there doesn't look like it. So back to the preview. And then we go to the two old people. Visit the Screaming Gallery. Oh wait, I was too far down. Oh well. Travel to... where is it? Here. And the old guys, I believe, were below this one, or to the left. To the left of it, I believe. Palace of the Embroiderers. They were in here. Scroll of the Elder, deny.
We had my brothers.
If I talk with the brother first. Cloth of the old woman. So I guess...
Yes, sister. You know.
So I guess dependent on who we give, we get different rewards. And I'm gonna be honest, I like the old man more.
Yes, this is my sister's headscarf. Castella now seems immersed in her memories. Where have you gone, Castella? In which dream, from which you do not wish to wake, have you taken refuge?
Remembrance of Castula. Wait, talk with him again.
The dark sockets of your skull no longer return my gaze. What memories, what old dreams have taken you from us?
He sounds sad now that she's gone. Well, technically, really gone.
I no longer hear your voice. I do not believe. Is this another? I do not believe. Is this another?
So I guess you get a different... if you give it to her first. But you, I guess, only get one of them, and now only she is awake,
I no longer. I do not. Is this another?
because he is now completely gone. Right. So apparently there is more to be bought at the merchant down there.
I may have something for...
Got Remembrance of Trifon.
You have acquired...
Right, let's see both of these. So, Remembrance of Castula. The night the old painter was visited by the strangest and disturbing of dreams. He saw himself as a guest to the table of two elders, siblings that engrossed themselves in a bit of ice of mutual disdain. Already sitting, they shot him uncomfortable smiles and offered a meagre excuse for dinner. The oldest, Castula, barraged her brother Trifon in constant slander that he retorted back with disregard in an endless back and forth. Now and then they grinned at the painter, gestures loaded with hypocrisy that only made their cadaveric faces the more unsettling. Shaken by the macabre surrounding that vision, the artist woke up in a flash of inspiration and decided to capture that weird and anxious nightmare. The outlandish dream was then immortalized in a grim painting that invited the beholder to step inside the frame. Even if by doing so they risked being trapped in such eternal supper, sharing the table with the two siblings whose twisted smile remains, to this day, a mystery to us all. And for Trifon it's the same. Okay. Have I ever read the... I don't think I have read these. So, empty receptacle. On hearing the young man question, the elder's gaze filled with melancholy. No, I didn't read those. Right, did read those. Rhea, return to the city. Get my remembrances done. Well, that's unfortunate. Marks of martyrdom.
Penitent one, may the miracle watcheth over you. My name is Venerada, daughter of Master Montañez. My father now rests his weary back and tired hands in the light of the everlasting mercy of Our Lady. May the miracle offer him shelter in his well-earned glory. Following in his footsteps as an apprentice of the beautiful craft, and in gratitude for the help you offered my father in completing his last and most momentous piece of work, I offer thee my services in carving your altarpieces. It is as he would have wished.
Sure.
May the miracle...
But you do it inside, of course. Yeah, well, all of the
I am at your...
important stuff is inside. Remembrance of Trifon. We got Trifon.
I have carved a new...
And then Castula.
I have carved a new figure for your altarpiece. Pray, take it.
Alright, let's see what those two do. And I'll probably, as sad as it is, the bash, the heart above the third world, the chart made a wish. Sign, an icon of the suffering that ravages ancient land, so everyone could bear witness to the same sorrow he experienced. Young woman dances, goes out into night, her ship swaying amid the embers harsh light. Across the naked flames her bed, fleet did glance, telling stories of passion and oblivion and dance. I think I've read these, so... Family the thirst, Tirso dares Trifon, increase the damage inflicted when life is low. That night the old painter was visited by the strangest amount disturbing of dreams. Right, we've read that. And... Cierzo. Lebesh and Cierzo are two different dancers, apparently. Where's Castula? Castula is here. The 90... Right, that's the same again. Increase damage inflicted when the guilt level is low. Okay. I think I'm gonna honestly switch to... I will keep her around. Because it's just like plus 10% damage and plus 10% crit. And I think I will keep her around with this guy, because Veredicto does also do blocks. Proves the effect of the Nacimiento. Second wind. Drinking a Belfast regenerates all Verdadera Destreza marks. That's actually kinda neat. You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna keep the... Can I, however, get other combos? Yes. A chemical harm. Drinking Alpha's halts a positive time for a few seconds. Interesting. Liquid Faith. Drinking Alpha's regenerates a good amount of fervor. That could actually be good. I want to see something. Okay, these two do not work with each other, which is a bit weird, I'm gonna be honest. I think I might actually just get Tirso. Redento, the Pilgrim.
May the miracle be with.
So this restores all of my charges. That's amazing. That's actually probably really good against bosses.
So be it.
I can buy Marks of Martyrdom.
The sacrament now goes.
Altar piece of favors. Oh, I can change it here now. Why is you here, boy? I assume he's here because I am done with the painter, with the sculptor. Right. I honestly dread what she looks like at this point. Yeah, I will make a sacrifice. Hand over the chalice.
Now I shall enhance. Although mine own blood does not cease to flow, your body can take nay more of it. Now bring me more.
So she straight up says that I can't take more max health.
Now I shall grant. There is no more room for vials in thy.
And also that there is no more room for violence in my belt. Okay. How much worse do you look now?
Only the miracle shall know how.
Okay, so the only thing that remains are the crystal shards. Right, where do I go next? Like, if I check, this seems to be mostly done. The Choir of Thorns seems to be mostly done. There is still some things where I can go, but I think there's thorns in the way. Which I feel like I kinda have to go through him. There is a path here I can take, so that I shall do. Unless there's thorns in the way, which is very much possible. Travel between Pied Dieu. I will first, however. Little sculptor boy is joining me. Check here. Still no answer. Thank you for your assistance, little sculptor boy. Probably easiest to get to from here, I think. Wait, wrong prayer. Oh, she took damage from that. I took damage from that. Alright. Out. Alright, this is Benedicto Town, isn't it? Okay, I think I can two-cycle those. Okay, the increased block window is still very helpful, even without Sarmiento and Centella. So there is a path up, but that requires the thorns thing. However, I can go in here. Okay, get Benedicto out. Check where the boy is that makes these ghosts. He down here? Where is the man? Down here. I'm just gonna say no to that. Oh, I need the mutton key here. Right, let's do that first then. I'm honestly just gonna... Okay, so that's one gone. I don't think there's anything else in this room, is there? Just gonna check though. Well, that's a dead drop. So yeah, nothing else. You knew. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so you're like a mini boss.
A solemn presence approaches. It calls to me. With a voice softer than a whisper. I tremble no more. The voice calls, and I must answer. One last time. I call upon the mudborn of mine own fingers to restore the key yet again. But this time, the aspects of copper skies shall grant it a most wondrous boon of shining protective enamel. Take this.
Ah, ceramic key.
It's strange. I sense my mortal being is entering an eternal dream. One that longs to merge with this earth. But my spirit, light and ethereal, conspires to dissolve into the breeze. It desires to become air amongst the heavens. Find me, O wandering penitent one, at the final rest of our long pilgrimage.
So, one more area. Which I assume is in Santa Vigilio.
The one we trail is searching for something very old. Something sacred. He heads to a destination close in distance, but distant in essence. A threshold hidden from the world, reserved for his sole presence.
I like how Verdadera Destreza is just continuing to sound in the background. Okay, I'll probably have to destroy the enemies in between. Or I just ignore them. But that was easier than expected. Bandage of the Heretic. Grant slight favor game when breaking an object. A dirty blindfold belonging to a blind commoner who claimed to be able to talk to the miracle himself. In the face of such unspeakable blasphemy, she was executed and cremated. And here we have the ceramic key, restored key with a brilliant varnish. The intricate pattern of its teeth suggests it's used to open a special door. Hilaria sank her hands in the wet mud that had reclaimed her body up to her hips, staining her white dress with an earthy colors. This is the same as with the mud key itself. I have the maximum amount of marks of martyrdom. I can still improve Verdadera Sarmiento and Centella once more. But in the meantime, with a slash with a ground shockwave, okay. Boosted mystic opponent added. I wonder if you are able that actually does apparently slap pretty hard. Okay. However, does that help me? And I don't think so. I think the answer is a no. It doesn't immediately help me. So back to the city. Travel between Priadieu. Let's check out the boy tower, how far we've come. Slap. Yeah, you better leave. Okay. So we do get some Tears of Martyrdom, or Tears of Atonement, or Marks of Martyrdom.
The path to the highest point. Do not allow your...
But it also allows us to go to the point in the cathedral. I forgot what it's called, Marks of Martyrdom. So I can just immediately right now go and finish Ruegal Alba. Which does in fact give me an achievement. Elevated Temples was the name. Obulus of Proximo. Significantly increases Tears of Atonement gained. This, I'm gonna be honest, is kind of useless this late. Honestly, definitely kind of useless this late. I have 26 of 33. Where do I continue? Right, go to the shop. Buy me some more Marks of Martyrdom. And then I think I'll just go to the castle and make the other, like... Oh, the statue is there.
You point.
Let's see, a Mark of Martyrdom for 23,000. The second one costs 42,000. So I may actually, because I can't get any more Marks of Martyrdom anyway, let us just switch it out to the Tears of Atonement gained. Have I been up there? Yes. So, Grills and Ruins I think is done. Choir of Thorns is done. Well, mostly, except the parts to the right, but I don't think I can continue there. Because I think that requires the weird thorn ability. But I'm gonna check anyway. To the left, up, and then right. Okay. Okay, I do see the shockwave. The shockwave itself doesn't seem that impressive, but generally you only want to have the enemies close to you anyway. Wait, I can't get up there? Can I get up there? Ow. Yeah, I saw that I missed the platform. Hold to the right. Oh, I couldn't get there because I didn't have the air dash. Okay. Free the bird. Ow. Why was this bird agitated? So this is all thorns down there. That's a good amount of damage added. Execution gives me health back. I thought it's on his shoulders, but no. Okay, get me my magic ability. Have a drink. Up first. Right, so to the right first then. Okay, hand portal. It's the second in the choir actually. Okay, go to the left first. Free the bird. Well. There's the thorn thing again. Wait, different prayer. Why is everything here exploding, actually? Except these weird dudes. Okay, so these are really quickly done. Also, hello. Okay, grab you. Where am I? Next to the Tower of Crowns? Crown of Towers? Next to the Crown of Towers. Alright. So that is now open. But yeah, that does require the Thorn ability, which I've marked that, didn't I, somehow? Didn't I? I didn't, okay. In that case, I'm gonna start marking it with the red one. Cantechondo of the Polluted Heart, which sounds like a miasma miracle. Invokes an aura of miasma around the pennant wound that damages everything it touches. That does look like a one-time use though. So to get here, I'll probably have to get rid of a thorn ability that is... Is that a one-time use? I think that's a one-time use. Get me here, it's closest. Two hits on those, that's great. Travel between to here. And go to the right. That's two to the right and yeah, the next room over and then down. Can I actually just... Okay, that works great. And then down. I think I couldn't go further down at some point because due to some... Right, there's a gate in the way, that's why. The button is down there and does require a thorn ability. Okay. There is nothing else. I have done this. Nothing else in the Crown of Towers. I'm playing this on PC. Currently. Elevated temples. That's the... right. The Sacred Entombments. There's a spot I missed apparently. Nope. Back to the city. I do not have enough juice. There is a... No, there is not. And now I leave. How did I miss that spot in the Sacred Entombments, actually? There is nothing in the ravine, there is nothing in the repose. As far as I can see, there is this missing spot there. Go to the right, and then it's on the left side down. Oh, this was still filled when I was here last time, wasn't it? Yeah, this was still filled in. Okay, you're just a hand portal, which would have been great a while ago, but not so much anymore. About 2 hours, so I plan about 2 hours generally, at least. So, either 1 more hour or... not all that much more, actually. Depends on how I'm feeling. But, well, you can just return, and if I'm not here anymore... So, here I required something. Labyrinth of the Tides. I'm mostly just exploring today. You place it, no response. Oh, because this is actually just a sand area baseline. Right. Yeah, have fun and good luck with what you intend to do. To the left. Can I go to the left from here? Labyrinth of the Tides. I don't know if I can. I think I can return to the left from here. I'm gonna be honest. These platforming sections in Blasphemous don't feel all that difficult compared to the ones in Elder Magnolia. because the ones in Elder Manolia are just really difficult. Bird. Stupid frogman. Okay, they die in 2 hits now. That is very nice. Where is he? He's down there. Did I kill him? Eh, not really. I did mark them in red. I still have no clue what I'm supposed to do against these outcrops. Because I cannot latch onto them, I cannot dash through them. There is somewhere an ability I can get to get through. Maybe at the tree. Which, I'm honest, I have no clue how much gold I still need or where to get it. Three more lumps of gold. I think I'm gonna go to the 2 moons and check that out, what we have in here. Already looks a lot nicer than I've been here last. You do not scare me. Well, you, lightning boy, do. You have mystical projectiles. You have lightning. These are definitely beefier variations of the ones in... The fuck? These are definitely beefier variations of the ones in, what is it called? Grills and Ruins. We actually do have mirrors here. Which feels appropriate because this entire area was themed after mirrors. They have similar hats to mine. Break all the mirrors. How about you? Okay, you up there, you kind of need to die. You know what? I can kill you. Fuck you up there. Easy enough. I can parry that. Lovely. Perfect parries there. We have lightning boys. Okay, just fucking send them with the... Okay, unlike the fireballs, they can actually aim. How do I get up there? I will be able to get up there, like, I have no illusions about that. I like the sculptor boy who's following us now. Okay, so this is the other side exit. For free? Okay, so that is a shortcut I need to unlock. No. I get an entire combo in while they're hitting once, so that's very much appreciated. Right, it feels like they are mostly just mystical damage, so switch those out. Hate sneezing, but apparently it's pollen time. That is actually rather long, rather long parry window. I can't. Yo, oh, brutal. So that's just a gatekeeping mechanism to make sure you can only come here after you've been to the Severed Tower. Okay. Definitely need to get rid of that guy. Okay, do you actually... Is it actually more mystical or more electric damage in here? I feel like the electric damage here is more dangerous. Where's my third electric damage reduction? Do I not have one? I don't have a third electric damage reduction. In that case, give me the... like, full elemental resistance. Yeah. Alright. What do we find? Unit Tears. It's a purity significantly increases resistance to all physical damage. Small vessel containing shards of shaved metal floating in a holy liquid. Soldiers of an ancient empire ingested them before going into battle, seeking to infuse their bodies with the prayers of their kin. Unfortunately, physical damage I don't think has ever been a problem. Why do I say unfortunately? It's kind of fortunate that it hasn't been. Oh boy. Okay, so we have a mirror mechanic, I feel. Okay. I need you at about this height. Okay, so we have them moving now. Sphere hissed by the storm. Significantly increases resistance to lightning damage. And that does seem to be the theme here. Ow. It actually has significantly decreased the lightning damage I'm taking. Okay, get you further down. So I can just get to the wall there. That opens up a door. Just choose the moment. Is there a hidden wall? No. Like, for this, the platform needs to be higher. Ah, fuck these guys. I already didn't like you in Santa Vigilia, and I won't like you here. Fuck you, prayer. Oh, you. You're a funny thing. I'm just gonna get rid of you. So I can go back in here. Absolutely decimate this guy. Absolutely decimate this guy. And then I can go back up, so that's the other area. For this, I need to hit... Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna go further in this area. Before I go back up. If I actually can go further in this area. Oh, there's a boy. Fuck, not enough juice. I saw the boy. Got the boy. Nicely done. So is this underwater or is it a mirror dimension? Well, there you go. I too have a shockwave. Well, yours apparently more useful. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the lifesteal on Ruegol Alba is worth it. Hello! And thank you for watching. Ah, another preview. That is early. I think I continue to the right first because the left looks like it's a boss. Not a whole lot. It's a holiday today, so I have time to stream. Well, more than usual. And also, I took tomorrow off because I hate working on like gap days. Germany. Oh, there's a gate here, so that's a no. Continuing on to the left, that it is then. That's a big mirror. Unfortunately, I cannot smash it. Okay. Okay, I need to use the sword there. Well, I fucked that up. That is all. Past one. Like time-wise? Oh yeah, the poison one, that's the easiest. Okay. I see you up there. Stab all— oh, didn't stab all three of them. It hits 3 times. It hits 3 times until it hits you, I guess. Well, that one sucks. Lightning sword. Stab ya. I stab it there. Oh, okay, so they are apparently really weak against mystical damage. Okay, it kind of makes sense that you would be strong against electrical. However, you do not have that advantage. Oh, this is a different fountain down, is it? Oh, this is just that area, right? That's fine then. So how do I kill that mirror? Also, how does he drink that water through an iron mask with no like hole? Oh, I just realized it's you. No healing. Okay, so that one hit. So apparently... I just forgot, I can't just dodge over them. Kill the mirror. Go up. I guess, technically speaking. Okay, I need... This looks like a more difficult version of the upper one. Okay, go through here first. That's a big mirror. How do I destroy this mirror? Well, first off, we pose. Like, if you see a big mirror, you do a pose. Go on. Honestly, it takes longer in Blasphemous 2 than in Blasphemous 1 to strike the pose, but he does it after a while. Yep. It's also not as good a pose. The JoJo pose definitely was better. I think I need something specific for that. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Another preview. Wrong direction, dude. Okay, apparently I'm really bad at parrying those. A wax seed, that's great. Okay, this is the gate to the other mirrors. Mirror fountains. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Right, so this is a closed loop, except I can go there to the left further. Alright. And then I think I can actually just take a shortcut. Yep. Well, this looks intimidating. Ooh. Alright, this is mirroring-wise. Apparently not. This is mirroring-wise. This area is mirroring-wise. The opposite of this area, which there is the boss fight. Whoop. Grab this. Also, hello. Can I just get to that? No, I can't. Oh, it's a bummer. A ladder down. Yeah, Sarmiento not hitting up that easily or that well definitely makes it a bit inferior. Not entirely sure why he didn't hit me there. Okay. Just gonna ignore you. Get past you. Where do I actually go? Is there anything else down here I haven't done yet? No, doesn't look like it. This looks like I get up from the boss room. So, switch. There is one thing I haven't done yet. No. I'm just gonna ignore you. So, I think... Can I get to there from somewhere else? Yes. Need to go down here still. Two of you. It's a boy! Okay, and this was basically... Yeah, these guys... I'm surprised that they still show up, considering they were one of the first, like, larger enemies. It feels like they had an issue with coming up with new enemies. Like, this is basically just a reskin of one of the early enemies in Grows and Ruin. The floating skulls are a reskin of the enemies in the Costales. These enemies also have been around since, like, Grills and Ruin. I want to go there. Oh, I can jump down there as well. stomp on him. Marks of Martyrdom. Very nice. Now then, go down here. Set this one up at the correct height. Then we go back up. I should actually just mark it. This is here where I need to jump down, and I always mark those in green. Then go back to the other fountain. Which is like... it's up there. Wait. Okay, down here. Then we go around. It is very nice that you can parry those and just ignore his block. Right here, then up. Too slow, my boy. Ow. Down here. A fervent kiss. I hadn't had one of those in a while. So, is this everything in here? Kinda feels that way. So, that was the wrong miracle. Actually just gonna teleport back to the city. And then we go prepare for the boss fight. Or rather, we actually just check out what the boss fight is. I'm gonna hand in the fervent kiss there. Also, I cannot do anything more in this room, right? No. Then let us change this to a skull, as there was an NPC once. Hand in the fervent kiss.
With my assist, grant me more.
Grant me more kisses still. The door is locked. I feel like this door should be openable. There is something new in the store? Really? I don't know if this is a store that just grabs stuff that you missed, or if it's actually just a store and it refills after a while, because if I missed something, that would be a bit weird. Didn't really feel like I missed something.
I may have something.
Shop. The Hell of the Cruelest Thorn. Creates a barrier of thorns that inflict miasma damage.
You have acquired the...
Is that a big prayer? No, it's a small prayer. Okay, it's actually kinda neat. I like the sound it makes. How good it is on a different question though. Right. Travel between to here. Why is this is the little sculptor angel actually just the sculptor himself? Which is why he has that little, like, blindfold? Okay, so this is the hint that you need to go there in the upside down area. Well then, let's see it. Also, I didn't expect her to be just dead. Do I get her spear? Oh, we have platforms. Okay. I am happy I took the lightning resistance. Alright. Sissuna Fermosa Fembra. I feel like I might actually want to prefer this still. Oh, that's actually already the verse I want. The chant, actually. Just absolutely blast them. Apparently I'm really shit at dodging that. And apparently the game has buffers. Okay. Again, rather easy boss. I'm honestly surprised that she is dead. With her spear broken. That was the lady. That was the lady that that she talked about in her story, the lake where everyone watched, and she was the lady that looked into it and then it rippled. Okay, that's the 5th dove.
Anon this glass sarcophagus shall open, the relic of mine own uncorrupted tongue, and its secrets shall soon be yours. Then this shadow can give thee no more. I go soon to that lodging between light and nowhere. This shall be our farewell.
Okay.
Dove, who borrows...
So now I need to the Cathedral of the Doves. Actually amazed that she just unceremoniously died. Chisel engraved wounds. Emits a ghostly sound in approaching hidden corners. Well, that sounds amazing. Get me just like general resistance.
The resting time between the thundering beats of the descending heart shorten irrepressibly, thus heralding the imminent birth of the new child. Hasten your steps to meet it, penitent one.
Are we really just gonna kill a child? Okay, to be fair, it's a child of the miracle, I guess. Okay. Read you. To the elevated temples then, I guess. Okay, so there is a... Oh, this is actually a gate, so I can't get in here. Not the other way around. Oh, there's a boy. I see him, but how do I get to him? How can I free the boy? It's actually a good question. How do I free the boy through here? Okay, that is... through this. Haha. Boy freed. As it should be. Also, who keeps putting the boys in, like, cages? Okay, this is a shortcut. Right. Then further up. I could have probably... Okay, I could not have gone here all that much earlier. Ball bird. You are no danger to me. What are you? Silver-clad crystal shard. So that's another upgrade for my flask. Then there's something further up here. Okay. Ooh, that's an upgrade for Verdadera Destreza. Sarmiento and Centella. I honestly love the movement with Sarmiento and Centella. Unfortunately, I won't have enough Marks of Martyrdom to completely upgrade it. Key. The lake was a mirror. The palace could have been seen in its reflection, a memory of what once existed. Only the miracle allowed us such sight, as the palace was long lost. They say the old bell, the one on the highest tower, plummeted down and sank in the lake where no one could ever retrieve it from. But one night, with the moon at its fullest, something strange happened. Within the surface of the lake, the bell could be seen, hanging on top of its tower, like it had never fallen. And then it tolled, A deep, somber toll that reverberated and tore the silence apart. The lake rippled, and its water wrinkled like the skin of an old man. The waves spread along the surface, crossing each other, tracing creases and folds that distorted the reflection of the palace. Those watching the lake witnessed in horror how their own reflections changed shape. Their faces stretched and twisted, their eyes sank within their skulls, their mouths opened agape in impossible silent screams. That was the curse of the bell. What they saw in the water was not the distorted reflection now, but reality. Abominable creatures damned for eternity. That is the story that she told us, the Spear Lady. That is indeed the story the Spear Lady told us. That was not the prayer I needed. That was not the prayer I chose, but no, well, whatever. Down, down. Further down. Okay, now to the left. I'm gonna go. Oh, they're all dead. That ain't great. Before I go there, between Prie-Dieu to give it a crystal shard. Do you have a new flower for me? Nope. All of your flowers withered.
Behold the empty shell of your confessor, penitent one. He paid the price for my liberation with his fragile flesh and withered skin. He still remains, but his voice is now mine. One last reward I offer thee in exchange for the continued satiation of your guilt.
Remembrance of the Confessor. Well, that ain't great.
I am at your service.
Memento. Remembrance of the Confessor. The Confessor.
I have carved it.
Right.
May the miracle.
What does the Confessor do? The Confessor is probably a prayer one? No, it's a general one. Increases the damage caused when the accumulation of guilt is high. For years, the echoes of my agonizing breath were the only sound to reach my ears in this forsaken church of the afflicted. But suddenly, a thunder rocked the world outside these walls, a powerful beating that shook the ground, the columns, and my tired old bones. And then I knew that heartbeat was nothing but a call to a new mass, the sound announcing to each of us the return of our faith, the return of the miracle. At such moments, hope returns to our forlorn hearts. I could honestly, if I take the miracle in the first one, I could probably do without it. I did not know that was a mechanic that you could slide down.
With this crystal,
Oh, they got bigger.
one more mark on thy vials would crack.
Okay, so you are completely done. No answer. She's still here, but doesn't answer anymore. Okay. Oh, the Confessor is also now here. That I do like that they have just the boys around. Alright. Let's see the witness. Were they the 5 doves? No, there are more than 5. 4 envoys wrap my body in soft linen clothes. Oh, it's blood rams.
The highest on high welcomes thee. Above, dark clouds gather and swirl in vile serpentine dances. The child is born. Cast your eyes upon our...
Jalok. Critical hits heal relative to damage inflicted.
We have no prey.
So the child has been born. It's currently still inside though. Of course you are around. Oh, okay. Execute with his own nice decapitation. Oh, that was close. Okay, you be gone. But alright, let's see. Ow. So those do in fact count as spikes. This is all of the platforming we have. Okay, I don't like the look of this at all. Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly because of that. Okay, not as bad as I thought it would be, or as bad as it could have been. How do I get there? A Mark of Martyrdom. Not sure if those are still all that useful here. Okay, so I need the floor though. Wait, wrong prayer. Oh, he strikes twice. Not great. Not great. And now I have to walk this entire path again. So fuck you, Blast. However, I'm gonna actually go with the Confessor and just confess. So I am missing some of the boys. I can probably jump over that. So this is just parkour. This entire section is basically just parkour. Also not entirely sure what I'm still supposed to do with Tears of Atonement at this point. Fuck you. There was apparently an area to the left I haven't... Oh, this is not only an item, this is also a shortcut. Something down there? Okay, now I have the item. The map. How are you not that? Okay, you go down. I stay up here. Okay, this is the other way around. It's to get to here, and this is just a death drop. Okay. Is this really okay, that's just a shortcut. Okay, interesting. Okay, can I get... Okay, no, I need the boys for that. So there is actually just a hand portal up here. It's kind of interesting. Grab that item for 5,000 tears of atonement, which technically makes it not an item, but whatever. There is something below that I can still grab. Can I knock it down? Oh, I need to go down from here. Get that cable out of the way. There is still an area to the right here. Oh, you're coming back up after a while. So you're not... Oh! You're a permanent going up and down. Right. Aha! Item, I saw you. 1 marks of martyrdom. I don't really know how I feel about an item being both earned in combat via like a level up type mechanic, and at the same time just found in like the wider world. Feels a bit weird. So there are a bunch of altar pieces I don't have. There's also a bunch of other stuff I don't have. And I'm not sure if I want to go and go find them. Are you the witness? No. Are you the 4 confessors?
This waiting. This endless waiting has been my penance. The original penance. As old as the miracle itself. It appointed me first among penitents. Perpetual by its grace. Perpetual in awaiting you an eternity. My miracle. Heed my prayer. Grant me thine blessing to fulfill thine holy command. Dress my body in wounds. Lacerate the tattered parchment that clothes my flesh.
The Inquisitor is here, Chrysanta. At least I think she is.
I am the first penitent, and you shall be the last.
Why is he floating? Is he just throwing the fucking sun at me? Yeah, so Sarmiento and Centella would definitely be worse here. Alright. This, and where is the last one of those? Here, the votive offering of the miserable. That I feel is just... I hope so, this is my first attempt, and currently he doesn't look so hot. I hate that pattern, but that's fine. So that's miasma and then mystical, mystical, mystical. Thanks. I'm gonna be honest, most of the bosses in this game have not been difficult. And currently he also doesn't feel so difficult, but I am pretty sure he probably has a second phase. Yeah. Sorry, let me just get in position.
Now let the Crimson Bindings finish what they once began. My penance is far from over.
Okay. He's definitely way more aggressive here. But I also feel like I can parry him. Cannot parry that. I can probably parry that. Okay. This is probably more an exercise in parrying. The first one is dodging, the second is probably parrying. I'm just gonna restore my stuff with the... Can I? Confess? Yes. These are the 4... No, those are 5 clothed in linen, I guess.
For I am...
Okay. I prefer this over the first one. In the first one, the final boss, or the basically final boss, repeated his entire speech every time. And it was not great. Because it just always took forever. Apparently you can stagger him. Which I honestly didn't expect. Hup, 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 hup.
My.
It is actually just the sword of Chrysantha, isn't it? Okay. Him basically just corner camping, or like busting me into corner, bit of an issue.
Do you?
Purge.
For
I feel like I missed some kind of ending with the 4 confessors, with the door that's going to the right. Which is, you know, very much possible, very much likely, in fact. Okay, if you can dodge your attacks just by standing below you, you're not doing a great job. Okay, maybe should have tried dodging that better. Dude is actually just throwing the power of the sun at me and missing. So first phase is really not that difficult.
My.
Oh, he dodges behind me. And then there's another follow-up. Okay. I think Sarmiento and Centella might actually be better for that. As such, let me upgrade it. Increases base defense. Increase the base damage of, unlike the third Verdadero Destreza, to boost your Silver Cross. Which, is, I think, the jump attack. So first, Regal Alba, second, Verdadera Destreza.
For I am the first panic.
Did he actually just stab himself with that nail? Yes, please do the sun. Well, I need to double jump over that. Get hit. No. Alright. Also, why is he just stealing her sword? What's up? No. Okay, this I should probably better just dodge. The jump attack, just dodge it. No. Fuck you. Okay, I was out of heal. Gonna go have a sup. How many marks of martyrdom do I actually still need to upgrade you fully? 3. Alright. Probably won't find enough of those then.
4.
I definitely think I like this fight more than the first Son of the Miracle in the first game. The first Son of the Miracle in the first game was really not that impressive of a boss fight. It's like 2 entire combos, that's really good. Okay. I think the one in the first was a bit more thematic. This fight is definitely... he looks a lot more competent. Which is kind of important for a big bad. Oh, lost Desecrator. Okay, so that's a 3-hit combo. That's a 1-hit combo. Like, preferably you would not heal at all in this fight. So that's every boss once. Prayer. Just a bunch of monks and murder them. Remembrance of Chrysanta, yeah.
The child is born. The clouds open up before thee and shed crimson tears. Thus begins the work of the High Dramatist. The child, the clouds thus.
Okay, the same text. So I think I can go into that, but before I do that, I'm gonna upgrade Sarmiento to maximum, and I'm also gonna check out. Alright, I have different presets. The Crisanta. Crisanta is... Where is Crisanta? Why is this one out of, like, stock stone? Oh wait, I have to go to... to the city first. City of the Blessed Name. What is actually its name if it's a blessed name?
I am at your service.
Hand over the remembrance of Crisanta.
I have carved in.
Okay. Crisanta is... for Veredicto. Converts the Mercy of the Wind ability into an almost instant movement. Once Crisanta saw the blood flowing from her wounds, she realized she could never stop the miracle from taking flesh. She had been fighting the arch-confraternity of penitents in a long, cruel conflict, but defeat was now inevitable. Eviternal led the congregation, a peerless foe whose impossible power was fed by the endless sources of his divine eternity. The miracle had chosen him to be the protector of its new work, after bestowed upon him the original penitence, that of perpetual contemplation, to wait endlessly until the miracle required so. And so was he called to arms, in the vigil of the new celestial icon birth, the great divine work that would join the hearts of the devout and bring together the faith. Eviterno, father of the penitents, heeded the call and fought in that decisive battle, where Crisanta met defeat. Exhausted, Crisanta fell to the cold floor of the temple, knowing she was living through her last moments as that magnificent creation ripped through the bloodied skies above them all. That ancient sacred ground would be her tomb, but also her fiery legacy would persist. Her sword. In that very moment, she held her steel up, wrapped as it was in crimson, and plunged it fearlessly into her chest. In her very blood she bathed it, a final sacrifice bestowed to its future wielder. Only then did Crisanta allow her eyelids to fall, concealed by the metallic severity of her helmet, and only then did those eyes that had always remained vigilant within their own darkness shut forever, submerged in the night of her blind, unshakable faith. I do remember she had that helmet which blocked her eyes. So she did in fact. She was, I think, completely blinded. But I thought she's blind. But apparently she wasn't. Upgrade Sarmiento and Centella to maximum. What is... like the wind ability that it spoke of? You sure you want to ascend? Not really, but I will just, I think, do a ascended playthrough. I have missed a lot of stuff. I'm in no, like, no illusions. Oh, he a big boy. He doesn't look all too happy.
Higher will. Incorporeal and inscrutable fathers. I am the heir of your all-encompassing light. Devotion itself, embodied in weathered flesh and gilded filigree. Your magnum opus. Though I am crowned with your glory, why do you censure my presence alongside you? What is this obscure darkness of unanswered cries, that prevents me from understanding the purpose of my birth are the same crimson clouds that heralded my welcome, the grave omen of your judgment. If this confrontation is proof of thy dignity of your glory, then so be it.
Okay, he hurts. And I'm just always gonna talk with the confessor here. Just gonna skip the text. Oh, okay. Ah, what's up? I thought it would be the flowers again. But apparently we're just dodging today. I'm gonna go for this flower first. Okay, I can take damage in that prayer, unlike in Blasphemous 1. Have a heal. That wasn't too bad. A heart of gold, Summa Blasphemia. That was honestly a lot easier than what was it called? Evitino?
Now I understand. And for this, I offer thee my humble thanks. This pain is my baptismal sacrament that will unite us in communion to make it flesh. Thus, we will be reborn as a new symbol incarnate, overflowing with devotion. The beginning of a new era for the miracle. The second Psalm.
Ending B, right. Thoughts on the game, and I'm gonna be fully honest. While it has been streamlined, you have more and more fluid movement options. Like the rapier, amazing. You have different combat options. You have more options for prayers, in specific with like the verses versus the chants. I do not like it as much as the first one, which is because it just does not nail the vibes as well. I feel like the first one nailed the vibes a lot better. Honestly, like, gameplay-wise, this one is, I think, better. It has more options, however, the combat with Mea Culpa was more streamlined. And, to be honest, the combat in this one, it feels like Mea Culpa has just been split into 3 weapons, which I don't think was necessary for combat, but it was made for movement. So you could have you'd have some areas where you have to switch quickly between all weapons, which would not feel as good to do correctly if you only had one weapon. Because, like, hitting a bell, switching to the rapier to go through mirrors, and then switching to the sword to do this downward slash feels a lot better than just hitting a bell, hitting the mirrors with the same weapon, and then downward slash with the same weapon. It doesn't feel as good. However, Mea Culpa itself had a lot more. Mea Culpa itself had a lot more, like, flavor to it. I don't know what the names mean, Sarmiento and Centella, Veredicto, and Ruego Alba. Mea Culpa, I know, because I had the unfortunate pleasantry of learning Latin in school. The enemies, again, little bit more streamlined. However, there were a lot of reused enemies. Like, there were, I believe, 3 different types of the flagellants. There were 2 different types of the candle boys. There were, like, 4 different types of the skull and cages. 3 different types of the big guys with clubs. Which, I don't really like that. I would have preferred there were also, like, 4 different versions of the guy with who has his head in, like, this door. This long board. Which I'm not really, that isn't that great. I can't understand why they did it, but I feel like the best area when it came to enemies was probably like, I feel like the Sunken Cathedral. It had like it had the jumpy boys, which are also reused. It also, however, it had 2 unique enemies in the Headless Spearman. What would it called? Siren that launches the fish at you. And also the weird flying boys that hit you with ink. And with a club if you're close enough. Okay, we are at a special thanks. I think. Yeah, I definitely like the first one better. I wish they would have, instead of streamlining it, they would have leaned more into the weirdness. But story-wise, if the miracle was dead for like 1,000 years, then it kind of makes sense why it wasn't as weird. Because in the first one you kill the miracle or the High Wills, and then if it's dead for like 1,000 years and only then the new miracle is born, or like... Right. That is a possibility. I'm gonna be honest, I will probably just look the good ending up on the wiki. Or, well, how to do it. And then do it as per the wiki. I also still need to do a lot in the DLC. And yeah, I did get the bad ending. I got ending B. And I will do that. I will do an entire, like, Ascended playthrough, if they have the Ascended playthrough here again. Which I don't actually know if they do. But if they do, then I will definitely... I will do that, yes. Ending A, ending C, Ascended playthrough. Which will be the second playthrough. Same as in Blasphemous 1. I will do 2, basically. But yeah. Good game. Better gameplay-wise. But worse, honestly, when it comes to the vibe than the first one. And I should check if they did another game afterwards, or if they're currently working on on another game. Or if these two are the only ones that are currently known of. I will be honest, I do not really like the animations. These anime animations, these comic style animations with the vibrant colors. Because it doesn't really feel like the game. It feels a bit out of place. I did like this animation, and basically him... You could kind of see panic in his demeanor when he was... sucked when he was basically sinking into the blood. That was well done. But it does not really fit the vibe of the game because the characters are a bit too colorful comparatively. Like the colors are very, very bright. High contrast, I think, is the correct word. The animations themselves are well done, and if they were outside of this game, I'd probably like them a lot more, but as they have the backdrop of the game, I kind of have to compare them to the game itself, and in that case it doesn't really fit. I like how for the Japanese localization it was just like one dude. Or girl, I don't know. Yeah, I think I like the focus approach of Blasphemous 1. With the weird travel options, I found that better than the... True Torment mode unlocked. So I can ascend. Send your save game to True Torment mode. You will keep all obtained items, weapons, and upgrades from your previous playthrough, including abilities and quest items. In this mode, enemies will be more dangerous, and mysterious altar will appear at the start of the game, enabling you to make the path forward substantially more difficult. You must choose a slot where a True Torment game will be saved. I will do that next time. I did not actually see that area. I see that you can get it, as very obviously here, the 4th slot. However, I did not get to that. I will in the True Torment mode, which is not going to be a prayer only, because I did that in Blasphemous 1. However, yeah, that's that for today. So, I thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice Friday tomorrow. I hope you have a nice evening. And also, thanks for the tip with the altarpieces. Again, I will, if I'm really interested, I will look it up in the wiki. If I do that, I don't like doing that for the first playthrough. For the second playthrough, I don't really mind. So, yeah, thanks for the tip. Thank you for watching. Good evening. Have a nice evening. Have a nice Friday. Have a good night. And goodbye.